guys, so with YouTube's algorithm and everything that sucks right now, everyone's been losing subscribers and views and stuff like that, and apparently the only thing that matters is a clickbait title. So today I thought, what can I possibly do that would be clickbaity but also telling the truth? And I remembered the story that I tried telling in October and it got deleted, so let's try telling it before it gets deleted again. So maybe you want to get coffee or something. I don't know. I just recorded another video and I'm kind of through my coffee. Anyways, let's get down to the story. So the title of this video might seem crazy and you may have already clicked off of this video already. I don't know. But this is the thing. So I found this metaphysical shop in town and I thought it'd be really cool to go. And I really went because I wanted to get one of these necklaces. And so basically what it is it's called a pendulum. And you can Google all of this. You don't have to listen to everything I'm saying. You hold it and then you ask it a yes or no question, like a question that you know that'll be yes or no. You hold it and you stand absolutely still and then you ask it a question so it'll start spinning, like I'm spinning it right now, that's me. And then you hold it and then you ask it a question that you know would be like no, like the first one would be yes, and then you ask it no, and so it's supposed to be a different direction. And so then you can, you know, ask questions and that's how you're gonna know what it is. Basically what they're supposed to be used for is to talk to ghosts. There's lots of different theories that it's like your own energy or you subconsciously move it because you want to get an answer, blah 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 blah. Well, I have a couple stories to tell you guys. You could think that I'm crazy, I don't care, but bottom line, just don't think that I'm lying. I'm telling you guys the truth. Just, if anything, think that I'm crazy. So, I got this and I started fiddling with it and asking it questions and just like random things like just, you know, whatever, like if you're a ghost, like tell me this, blah 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 blah. And sorry, I'm just like beating around the bush because it's just like I don't know how to explain this in a civilized, not crazy sounding way. So one time specifically I asked it like, who are you, blah 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 blah. And Macy, were you the one that said like, are you Geraldine?
Yeah, I am the one.
So I have this ring that I got from my school, and it's like our class ring, and it's a legacy ring, which means somebody had it and then when they passed away they gave it to the school. So I have this lady's ring and she, you know, she's gone, and it's from 1950, so it's really really cool that it's like, you know, it's like older than my mom, you know. And so I cherish this thing all of the time. I don't know, one day we like were asking who it was and stuff like that because this is so long ago that I'm having a hard time telling the story. I had like weird things happening in my room and like my posters kept falling off the walls. I had like creepy vibes all of the time, and it wasn't a good time in the last semester. And so I started asking the questions and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, are you Geraldine? That's the woman's name. Told me it was her. I feel like if a ghost was going to get attached to an item, that this ring would make sense because the rings are so traditional in our college that everyone wears them every single day. Like I only take this thing off when I shower or like wash my hands or something like that. It would make sense for someone to get attached to it. Like I was asking her questions and stuff, like it was saying yeah, and like did you graduate, blah blah blah, like all those questions. It was telling me like yeah, no, like making sense, like telling me a story. And so then I started asking personal questions like, are you happy that I have this ring? And it said no. And I was like, do you think I work hard? And they said no. Do you think that, I don't know, I was asking questions like that and they were telling me no. And so you'd think, unless, you know, I just also secretly hate myself, if it was like me wanting to like choose the questions. Reminder, you guys can think I'm crazy, I don't care, just don't think I'm a liar, okay? Just re-saying that. But I was like starting to get bummed out because I was like, dang, like I want, you know, this person I've never met before to like me. And you know, you'd think that if I was controlling it, that I would say yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm doing really good, like yeah. But no. So I was really bummed out about that and like didn't want to talk to it anymore. So move on to whenever, because I can't remember anything about this anymore. I was like at the library hanging out with my friends and we were waiting on something, and so my friend was skeptical, and I was like, ha ha ha, let's do this. And so I pulled it out, and I said, ask me questions I don't know, because, like, you know, I could shift it wherever, you know. And so I asked my friend to ask me questions. So friend A says, did I write Jackie this morning? And I was like, who's Jackie? And it goes, yeah, like, you wrote Jackie. And I'm like, who's Jackie? And she's like, oh, Jackie's a horse. And so then friend B asks, did I eat toast this morning? And it says no, and she's like, ha, I ate toast this morning, and so it's not right. And so I was like, well, what did you eat? And she said bread with Nutella, and me and friend A were both like, that's not toast. And so there was that question, and I'm messing with my hair, I'm sorry. And then she asked, am I having dinner with my parents this weekend? And it told me no. And then she's like, oh, well, there you go. There's another one, because my parents are coming and picking me up, because she was gonna have like she's gonna have like a birthday dinner or something like that, like something really special, and they were coming out to like have her. I was like, oh, okay, like I didn't pick the answer. So fast forward to the weekend, and she messages me, and she goes, oh, don't say anything, Emma, but my parents couldn't find anyone to take care of my grandpa, so they're picking me up and taking me out there. So I was like, ha, there's that. And then so that was kind of cool, and I was like, dang, like, you know, it was right every single time, and so far, like, you know, I haven't gotten a wrong answer. And so that was cool, but then I was also feeling like really creeped out all the time, and like just not good vibes. Like the beginning of the semester for me was really hard, and it wasn't just workload, like I'm always crushed by my workload, but like I just, again, I'm probably just crazy, I just felt like I was like being followed and stuff, and it wasn't a good time. But I would wear this like all of the time because I have a card over there. I don't feel like getting up. Maybe I'll like post a thing right here of the card and like what it says and stuff like that. And so one of the things is supposed to have protection. So I was like, okay, I don't feel safe, I don't feel good, so I'm just gonna wear this all the time, even though it was like the thing that I was talking to ghosts with, you know? So then fast forward, and we were at a Halloween party, and we're like talking and stuff like that with my friend Mitch. And funny, I say friend A and B, and then I just say Mitch's name. Oops. So I was talking to Mitch, telling him about like me using this and everything like that, and he said that since I had gotten information that had not happened yet, that it couldn't possibly be a human spirit. And I haven't really done a whole lot of research on this, but that scared me, because, you know, if it's not a human spirit that I'm talking to, because they don't know the future, then it really freaked me out, and I have not used it since. Might as well title this, I spoke to a demon, because, you know, whatever. So I haven't really used that since I stopped like talking to it, I stopped doing all of that stuff, and I felt so much better. I don't feel like there's anything in here anymore, my stuff doesn't fall off the walls. Sidebar, again, I'm just all over right now. I have this poster, I have a photo of it somewhere, I'll post it like right here. But I have this like sad poster, and it was like floating on the ceiling, and don't know how, don't know why. And my roommate's friend, they like pulled it down, but it wasn't sticky on it or anything like that. It was just like on the ceiling staying, and I just don't know why, I don't know how, it doesn't make any sense. It's just what is that? It's foam board or poster board, whatever that is. But it's like the thin one, like it's not really heavy or anything like that, and it was just like, you know, just chilling. So back to what I was talking about, I think that was it for everything. Yeah, I haven't talked to it, and I haven't felt any like bad presences or anything like that. I don't feel like anything's watching over me. I don't have the little, you know, nightlight on all the time because I don't feel like I need that anymore. But I just don't talk to this thing. You guys can comment down below and ask if you've ever tell me if you've ever used this, or if you've thought about it, if you practice magic, if you have any interest in that. Let's start a conversation down below. I never get to talk to you guys, and that makes me sad. So let's be friends and talk down below, because that would be really good. And please like this video if you liked it and thought that it was a nice talk, because liking videos helps me out a lot with YouTube not helping out smaller YouTubers and all that kind of stuff like that. Share it, do all that kind of stuff. I don't know, do what you guys want, and that's it. So I'll see you guys next time. You can follow me on all my social media, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.